What we're going to talk about now is unit of temperature, and I'm sure you're familiar at least between that the conversion is not straightforward. Everyone talks about the weather, and depending on the country you're in, the weatherman will talk about temperatures in Fahrenheit, or will use Celsius. Rarely the weatherman will use Kelvin. However, Kelvin is the unit in metric system. Okay. There are few comments that I want to express. You're not supposed to memorize the conversion between one and the other, but what's important to understand is that the Kelvin scale and the Celsius scale, they all have 1 grade, or 1 degree, I should say, sorry. 1 degree has the same size, and 1 degree has the same size, meaning the increase of 1 degree Kelvin is the same as the increase of 1 degree Celsius. What changes is the origin. There is a shift of 273 degrees up and down. Okay. However, Fahrenheit, if your glass of water increases 1 degree Fahrenheit, that does not mean that it increases 1 degree Celsius. So it has a different size. The degree in Fahrenheit has a different size. Okay. Let's work on an example with this. Again, I think it's fairly straightforward. So if you have a solution that is at a temperature of 20 Celsius, what is the temperature in Kelvin? Well, in this case, the conversion is just adding 273. So 73 times 20, and this will be in Kelvin. Okay. To do it in Fahrenheit, you would need to plug in here the 20, and using the calculator, so it would be 9 over 5 times 20 times 32, and because it has a multiplication, it just means what I was talking about, that the size of the degree is different. However, notice for the Kelvin, and between Kelvin and Celsius, you just add a number. In here, between Fahrenheit and Celsius, you need to multiply it. Okay, so let's just work another example. So you have a glass of water, and it warms up from 20 to 70 Celsius. What is the change in Celsius and in Kelvin? Now, again, let me just, I don't know if this is going to help, but this is the scale in Celsius, and this is the scale in Kelvin. Okay, where the zero Celsius is when water freezes, in Kelvin is 273. Okay, so in this case, the glass of water goes from 20 to 70. But because Celsius and Kelvin have the same size, it means that the increment of temperature, so this will be 273 plus 20 and 273 plus 70. But notice that the increment of temperature will be the same. Will be, in one case, 70 minus 20, which is 50 Celsius, but if you want to do it in Kelvin, it's still the same, because you have 273 plus 70 minus 273 minus 20. Okay, so again, this goes away. Okay, you still have 50 Kelvin, 50 Celsius. Okay, how do you do this with Fahrenheit? You cannot just convert 50 into Fahrenheit. You need to calculate the temperature in Fahrenheit of 20, so this would be 9/5 of, well, 70 plus 32, and the temperature in Fahrenheit of 9/5 of 20 plus 32, and you would subtract these two. I need a calculator, but this by any means is 50 that we got in the Celsius and Kelvin. This is an important distinction between the Fahrenheit scale and the Celsius and Kelvin scale. Hopefully that is clear. We'll practice more in class.